Okay, guys, give me a thumbs up inside of the general chat. Or SPY only options room. In the SPY only options room, give me a thumbs up in the SPY only options room if you can hear me. All right, awesome. Today is 4/24/22. I'm going to get this done in 15 minutes or less. We're going to do a pre-market real quick to get our mind and our trades and our levels and everything ready. Of course, these levels will shore themselves up in our pre-market tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning, 8:50 in the SPY only options room to crush it live in the voice chat. What an incredible week we had last week, Thursday and Friday. Man, some accounts were made. Woo, excellent week. So what do we have to look forward to this week? Well, we're going to look for some continuation, but certainly we got a dicey and choppy week. So I thought we'd start out by just calling out the obvious. We've got some significant earnings amongst us this week. So how about we do that? Let's call out the obvious there. Boom. There's our earnings for the week. All right. So Microsoft and Google on Tuesday after close. All right. So we'll be watching that. And then some other notable ones that I like to track as well. PayPal is one of them, but Facebook there, right? Wednesday after close, Apple Thursday after close, Amazon after close. Boy, it's going to be a dicey week. All right. So while we will be watching the earnings and the volatility that it brings into the market, we'll also be paying attention to geopolitical news. Of course, Russia-Ukraine news is still at the top of the charts. That's moving the overall world, and people are certainly concerned with that, and markets are certainly removing risk. Add on top of that, or in addition to that, rate hikes. We know what Jerome Powell hinted at and said last week, 50 basis points as much as 75. And so that spooked the market even more so on Thursday and sent us reeling, right? We are now in territories of where there is, let's see here, no volume or very little volume. Now, we'll wake up tomorrow, we'll see volume shifting here. So don't be fooled by this indicator here right now. Obviously, we're going to have to watch to see how the market shifts there, but we're in territories. Now, I do know that somewhere down in this 410 area, I'm not saying we're going down there, not saying we're going tomorrow, but somewhere down this area, there's a low trading volume. There was a gap down here that we had to fill some time ago. But right now, SPY left off Friday, 42604. All right. Massive, more than what, 11 points in 2 days, 22 points, something like that over 2 days. I don't know what the exact number is off the top of my head, but just looking at it, 449.90 all the way down to 425.25. So that's almost 25 points. Massive, right? All right. So let's take a look around the market and see what we have to expect this week. So far, JP is not on the mic this week too much, right? So we look to kind of close this month out without, unless there's something else that pops up on his calendar. But we do have a lot of notable things, news coming out this week. We've got some petroleum reports. We've got some manufacturing index, new home sales, consumer confidence index. What else do we have? Of course, our weekly job claim. We've got GDP coming out this week. We've got an employment cost index, Chicago PMI, and some other things that's going to be happening. All of these events we've got durable goods as well. All of these events in some way, be it good or bad, will add extra volatility into the market. So I expect to see some traps and some nice volatility in the market. All right. So just based on what the week has from an economic standpoint, where we are with geopolitical news, and what earnings will look like, we have your major movers reporting this week. So it's not like Wall Street will forget about what JP said, right? It can be more like you'll see some chippiness. You'll see a little bit of Wall Street taking off some risk and some retail investors stepping in. So we're going to have some very disjointed days at times. I'm going to be risk off when we see volume is low. When my risk is off, my threshold for all you folks who are new is 2 to 4 trades. When volume is low, when the market is chippy or disjointed, 2 to 4 trades. In a normal trading day, I'm 6 to 10 trades. When we're crushing it, I'm like 10 to 14 or 15 trades. So right away, that's what I'm looking at. All right. Now, why don't we, as I am in an active trade now, let's take a look at the futures. All right. And see where we are and where we're going here. All right. So the futures already opened up here and gave up some goods. All right. So we've already hit my first PT I was trying to come to at 423.39 and 4247.75 was the first PT I posted in the futures. And then our second PT is going to be down here at this daily in this area, 4234. Now, I expect us, as we continue to break down to, sometime this week to hit 4212 if the catalyst is there and the breakdown is there, right? I certainly think we'll chip around for a little bit, but eventually we'll see 4,200. 4,200, massive position sitting there. We will see more than likely, some type of covering down there as well. Now, I don't expect Wall Street to give up 4,300 so easily, but we did aggressively break through it. So we're going to be watching from this behavior that we have Friday to see if we chip around as volume shifts in here, right? So so far, that's the playbook, and just play the continuation, but be cautious for covers and reversals and market making news that can get you caught into a trade, all right? As it stands, let's take a look at some SPY levels. All right. So let's see where we left off at. Good old SPY. All right. Of course, these levels, perfect. 418 may be in view. 422.82 may be in view. Can't call where we're going to hit until I see what the futures are doing in the market. But come the open, right, I'll be looking for us to break down towards our daily level into these 4-hour levels, and as we go down toward this weekly at 416. I don't think we're coming down there Monday. Nope. And I think we're going to get chipped around for a little bit and run back up to 428.89, maybe even 430. We'll see. And then after that, we'll have to retest. So Monday, if we're going to do anything, Monday would be a nice day because we don't have a lot on the board as far as market moving news. Now, that's right now. We could wake up tomorrow and something else could happen, right? So that's my expectation on SPY, right? So far, my thesis, continuation, cautious to ranging, okay? I'm going to be cautious for pops and to be pinned inside of any type of area that is going to catch me, right, in a trade and I can't get out of it, something like that, right? We're going to be cautious. We've had 2 significantly red days. Let's go out to the daily. We've had 2 significantly red days on SPY. Right? Massive continuation, a lot of volume here. Volume has to shift around, right? So it's very likely we need a little breather and we get some type of, chipping around for a little bit. But I'm not saying we can't get more. We certainly can. This thing isn't done. We can certainly come back down to 410 in this area here, right? And if we do come down there, then at some point over the next week or two, then I'm looking for some kind of gap fill somewhere around their 400 area. Don't think we get it just yet, so I'm not saying that we will, but I'm going to be cognizant of that, all right? So that's my thesis so far. That's my thesis so far for the week. I'm going to play our levels as normal. I know I'm going to have continuation. We know we've got some volatile things happening in the world. France or French president getting a second term there. People think that that's going to affect sanctions and different relations as it pertains to oil and things like that. So we'll be watching energy, right? A lot of market moving events happening in the market. All right. I'm going to leave you guys with this. Let's take a look at the bonds. Bonds left off 288. So we're chipping around 2.88, 2.90. We'll be watching money flow as the bonds begins to pop a little bit more. And we're going to take a look at how the market left off. So materials and healthcare literally got cooked Friday. Although the entire market went down, that's where we saw a lot of the burn, right? Staples kind of held. So it still got cooked, but it was cooked the least, should I say. So as we watch money flow, as we watch sector rotation, we're going to keep our eye on what area of the market will get the attention of big money, and we will look for swings as we trade SPY and SPX in those areas. If the market presents itself, I'm not in a rush in this market. I am not in a rush to swing trade at all. All right, to provide any swings. But if you want to take a look at how accurate our swings are, I encourage you to come here and back test all of these swings. And you can see that we're sitting somewhere around that high 80s to 90% on our swings. They hit, and they usually hit pretty aggressively and fast. When we see it, I'll post it. Everyone will get it. And, obviously this isn't trading advice. These aren't signals to enter or trade at your own risk. But I'm just letting you know what I'm doing so you can get an understanding of how to trade. All right. Let me see, did I miss anything? If you have a question, dump it inside of the, let's see, you're dumping inside of the SPY only options room. If you have a question, dump it inside of the SPY only options room. I just want to move through that pretty fast to get us back to our families. We don't have to do a super deep dive right now. We'll be going over a lot of this in the pre-market. But if you do it, or you can dump it inside of the Zoom chat. See here, did I want to touch on anything else? Let's go back to SPY. We're here. See if we can get our levels here and check out some major levels while we're waiting on any questions. If not, I'm going to end it in about 3 more minutes. So see here. Yeah, we got a weekly level sitting at 418, another daily sitting at 422, and we're just underneath some monthly. So I could really see us basing here, running back up, chipping around, being pinned in these areas here, 430, 4228, around this area as we chip a nice healthy run up, and then, they come down some more, depending on what the futures will do if it takes us down. And that has to do with a lot of, the volatility in the week, right? So we got a lot of things that could work for us with the earnings, and we got a lot of things that could work against us. That tells me high volatility. This also tells me if Wall Street or if big money is risk off, there's a potential to be pinned in an area, right? So what does that mean to retail traders? You'll be trapped in a trade if you get caught on the wrong side of it. So we watch out for that. You just need to be cautious, right? As we continue to trade here. All right, I'm going to wrap it up in a moment, guys. Any questions? You guys can see the levels there. These levels will shore themselves up. They will clean themselves up as the morning comes. I'm trading the futures market. So depending on how that responds, then we'll adjust accordingly, okay? Any questions? Give you guys another minute or two. I see some of you guys typing, so I'll give you another minute or two. We're watching the bonds too. We want to see. I don't think the yield will go down. I think it's going to hold there. As long as that yield starts creeping up even more, then we're gonna see some money moving over into the bonds and away from the market. But with the earnings amongst us, it makes it very dicey, very, very dicey. So. So as you guys know, I don't do earnings plays, all right? I don't know YOLOs and earnings plays. We'll wait till the market settles out for those, but we will take some of those trades for sure, because those are some big names, super big names this week. So we want to take advantage of this volatility. My focus again is on SPY and SPX. And then as I see the market adjusts in the general channel, I'll be posting all of the other trades there as well, okay? If you're new to the Discord, as someone is typing a question out, I'll get the preliminaries out the way. If you're new to the Discord, guys, make sure that you verify yourself, hit the rules roles, read the frequently asked questions. A lot of questions are answered here. What is the DAC? What's my cutoff time? What are the levels? What do the colors look like? What does it mean, right? What can I expect from the trainings? What's our terminology? What's my position size? All this stuff is answered in here, guys. Do I day trade other tickers? Yep. Right? Then come over the testimonials and read what other folks, your peers, are saying about the training and how it's helped them become incredibly consistent traders. All right. In addition to that, then go over to the right here, one-on-one bookings tab and schedule yourself some training. All right. So let me just check here. I'll check one other place before we wrap it up to make sure that I've answered your questions. And all right. All right, so AAA is asking, when you get into a trade, what makes you sell before you hit a level? I've seen you sell a partial before a level. All right, great. Two things will make me sell. So obviously the market isn't running right now. We're looking at SPY. So I'll tell you what, let's do this. How about we take a look at the futures, okay? So, and we're going to do some hypotheticals here, AAA. Good question there. Good question, right? All right. 3 minute, right? This is a live chart, live trade, okay? All right, so perfect example. I mean, I can't even make this stuff up. Give me a thumbs up if you guys are seeing that already. I mean, look at that, right? Boom. I mean, Rob loves that. Look at that sitting right on that level right there, right? So we're respecting levels. Now, what would make me exit before I come to my daily level or a higher time frame is the lack of volume and market participation. That's the first thing. The second thing is how many price levels I've blown through on the way to my price target. I'm reading, the market data, etc. So I'm gauging the strength of the move as I move towards my price target. Remember, I've got my stop loss in place. I'm dragging it. I'm managing the trade. Remember, if you have any idea of what goes through the mind of a trader, no problem, guys. I want you to go over to the video channel and I want you to watch this video right there. Do yourself a favor. Watch this video. You will kind of get an idea of what I'm saying to myself while I'm in the trade. After that, I want you to go ahead and watch 2 videos. Distance-based risk to reward. Watch it again and again and again and again, right? You can also watch trade thesis versus trade bias. This is going to help a lot of you guys when you like to hold on to losers. But the one I really want you to watch in addition to that is this one right here. Use this 3-step strategy to effectively day trade. So this is the entry portion, the risk to reward, and the mindset is the exit portion. But to answer your question even more specifically, Rob, what makes me get out is when the trade thesis changes, I see weakness in the market and I've aggressively hit multiple price targets, right? I'm already heavily in profit. Therefore, when I start to see the trade weaken or adjust, and I think that we have a high chance of maybe a low volume reversal or something kind of changing the trade, then the trade has changed. It's not the same trade anymore. Let me go ahead and exit. Now, other times as a risk management strategy to myself, as I come down to my profit target, you can clearly see I hit my profit target here. I take risk off. I just take a little risk off. It's just a best practice for me. Lock in some profit, move that stop loss. It's just what I do. It helps me protect me from me. Just like I tell you guys, you've got to put things in place to protect you from you, right? That's why we have the DAC. Great question, Trip. AAA, does that answer your question? Give me a thumbs up in this SPY only options trading room if it answers your question. All right, very nice. All right, folks, we are over time. I am going to continue to trade here as long as I can see supporting volume coming here. And I'm going to trade this and likely short. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll short this sucker. And we'll see what kind of action we get up in here, right? We run back up to 4263. I'm going to short this puppy right around here, my daily level. Boom, you can clearly see it there. And then I'll take a short scalp down to maybe 4257 after we get this pump. I don't necessarily believe this is a pump, so I'm just going to let this shake out, and I'm going to keep shorting this thing until I get confirmation that we're going to hold in this area here and run back up to another daily. So it's possible we get pinned between these 2 dailies as they translate over to SPY. We'll be watching that to see how the day goes, okay? Making sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah. All right, very nice. Okay, all right. Any more questions, guys? I'll also chime in the morning for SPX levels and read there because that's going to matter as well, and it's going to be very relevant to how we trade. Yeah, my pleasure, Johnny. Okay, guys. All right. Let's get ready to crush it tomorrow. Review your levels, folks. Review your levels. Review your charts. All right. Do the work. Do the work, all right? And you will come out of this thing profitable, consistent. We don't have red days. We don't have red weeks. It's a reason. For some of you guys who've been in the Discord for a few weeks, it's unbelievable until you've gone through the training. Now you're seeing it. You're saying, wow, I can come out of the day every day green. I can come out of the week every week green. If I discipline myself and I follow the VVP setup, this system that we have here, if you do that, you're going to be profitable. Now, how do you get there? I'm going to leave you with the same thing I tell you every single week. Fall in love with the process of becoming great. Do the work, chart it, review it, show up, and we'll crush it. Fall in love with the process of becoming great, and you'll never be average. I'll see you guys bright and early to crush this thing in the morning. KDW, signing out.